Onuya yeni komo ewo channel yiso AGH Politics Avenue. Political source are trending because making headlines na jamre na be exomo ewo ha ndi mni ho braxiums ene idi kanyam so be subscribe to the channel. Omori so be hit notification bell so share na arofo akanso ensa entumi ke bi enidiem ho braxium yanko eye political highways nim egedem a onuya enya asem kotoa Black Rasta asueye ene medu ewura na kwaku ageman manu former health minister Emana Nado Dankwa Akufo wapano hontoma enya asem koto akra eno ene ya gemra yedi bi exomo kitase hye proye a etimi ema yekwache papa yi eno ena Black Rasta agemra oboye nchiremu yemonwram na koluru bi wo ho a onua eyise wuhu yemonwram AGH Politics Avenue yemchira onye okese say we'll leave your comment under the comment section.
Akufo Addo's worst minister arrested at Wǒrsť jail at last. Remember where you heard it first. Anytime we speak, the ears that matter hear this. Remember, a few weeks ago, we brought you that reportage. 2 worst Ghanaian ministers ever. And we spoke about one Richard Anane. How many of us remember Dr. Richard Anane? Now, Dr. Richard Anane, my brother, my sister, was a bald-headed doctor who disgraced the republic beyond repair. This is the guy. He was sent to go out on a mission, HIV/AIDS mission, by the Akufo administration, the NPP. He was a well-respected man who had worked as a health minister and also as a minister of transport and beyond. He went out, my brother, my sister, on the ticket of Ghana to attend a certain summit on HIV/AIDS. And when he went, a young white woman approached him, seeking to also have the opportunity to come to Ghana and talk about HIV/AIDS and support the people of Ghana. He signed an arbitral contract as the minister in charge with the lady with no recourse to the Parliament House of Ghana. And it was in exchange for sex. He invited the girl into his hotel room and gave her hot doggy styles coupled with missionary and wheelbarrow. She got pregnant and gave birth to a son. This matter became huge in Ghana. In fact, at the time, it was so much investigated. And Raymond Archer, Capo di Tutti Capi, was the one who broke the news. His life was threatened every time he went to court or to Shiraj to go and testify. Macho men will be running around on motorbikes, well armed, ready to visit him with harm. But finally, this guy here had a certain level of punishment, if you may call it a punishment. My brother, my sister, that was how this guy disgraced Ghana, turned a whole HIV/AIDS summit into a sexcapade. Dash him away. We talked about him. We won't repeat it. Now, the next minister we talked about was Kweku Agyeman-Manu. My brother, my sister. And Kweku Agyeman-Manu, we spent so much time to talk about him because he was the most controversial minister ever in the history of the Republic. From 1957, when we gained independence, up to now, no minister has ever had controversies more than this guy here. To those who are seeing his face for the very first time, run the doors here and come here. This is the man we're talking about. Londa Dozier. This is him. Now, Kwaku Agyeman is a prominent Ghanaian politician and a chartered management accountant. And he played a significant role in Ghana's public financial management, better still mismanagement, and health care sectors. He was born on September 6, and I regret I was born in the same month of September as this guy. He was born in 1955 in Doma Hinkro, then in the Bono Ahafo region, now in the Bono region of Ghana. And he had his GCE O level in 1973, a year before I was born. And when he finished A level, I was only 1 year old in 1975. He had his Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Statistics from the University of Ghana from 1979 all the way to 1989, 10 solid years. And then he holds a management accountancy certification from the London School of Accountancy. So this is a man who has gone through the mill. Flip! This is him. He became a chartered management accountant and associate member in 1990. And look at his corporate dossier. Hey, before he went into full-time politics, he served as Director of Finance for Toyota Ghana Company Limited. And then Garmot Company Limited, he held the position of Director of Finance. Mim, in the BA, Timber Company, he worked as the Deputy Chief Accountant. Jesus have mercy. My brother, my sister, this is the man we are talking about. Kwaku Agyeman, dash it away. Now, my brother, my sister, we told you why this man here is the worst minister Ghana has ever seen. And we brought facts and figures. We are going to look at some of the controversies. There's a video going around where he is seen bragging that all the noise we made about him as the worst minister, as the man with the most controversies, 1 year in the government of Mahama, nothing has happened to him. We shall go into it. But let's find out how much damage this guy here called Kwaku Agyeman gave to us as a people. Ghana. Run the controversies. Watch this. Hey. Now, my brother, the most prominent is the Sputnik V vaccine procurement in 2021. Agyeman admitted to signing an agreement with a middleman by name Sheikh Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum to procure 3.4 million doses of Sputnik V vaccine at $19 per dose. This was nearly double the factory price of $10 at the time. This minister decided to take Ghana through this. And when he was asked at the Parliament House, what did he say? His head was not working. At the time, the way people were dying, he couldn't think. 2, a parliamentary committee found the deal was signed without mandatory parliamentary approval or clearance from the Public Procurement Authority. That is the same thing. Listen, you would realize that this man was a champion of arbitral decisions. He made himself the God, the tin God that he wanted to be. He took decisions with no recourse to any superior. He was his almighty. That was what the parliament found out. Despite initial denials and the oath, that means he's a liar. And the oath, he swore with the Bible that he says he believes in, yet he lied. It was revealed that approximately 2.85 million American dollars, an equivalent of 16 million and over, had been paid to this so-called Sheikh Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum, my brother, for vaccines that were never delivered. The money was later reportedly refunded. As to whether they did it or not, posterity would judge this government that ruled us for 8 solid years. Come here. Flip the page. Now, my brother, that is not all. Frontier Healthcare Services contract. Now, this controversial contract involved mandatory COVID-19 testing at Kotoka International Airport. We saw Nigerians complaining. The whole world complained when they came to the airport. They were forced to be tested. But how did it happen? Ajimamenu claimed during his vetting that the contract was awarded by the Presidential Task Force and did not report to him, despite his role as health minister. Can you imagine? Now, the COVID-19 fund mismanagement. In 2022, the Auditor General's report highlighted significant irregularities in pandemic spending, including 81.8 million paid for vaccines that were never delivered. And he signed contracts, my brother, my sister, for snake serum. And not once, twice, and even more, he gave that to a certain Indian company of his choice without any PPA approval, public procurement. He did it on his own, denying Ghanaians, legitimate Ghanaians, this much needed contracts. Flip the page. This is Kweku Agyeman. Hey! Now, my brother, my sister, is in trouble. Dash it away. And when we brought this, he saw the publication, the broadcast. Everybody was talking about it all over Ghana, that he is going down as the worst minister ever in the history of Ghana. The controversies were more than just necessary. Nana Addo went to the hometown of this guy in the BA, and he was making a joke out of the predicament of Ghanaians. So many Ghanaians who suffered because of this man's irresponsible behavior. My brother, my sister, and this man was seen in a video bragging. Maybe he didn't know cameras were around. Listen to what he said. Watch this.
I'm assuming phone kitchen amaria. And Kabianka Heso, best and the apocacra. Eti menye mobosa. Minsuye. Binumbe Chafi Ewu. Manager Hayo. Yabexina Chum Yabe say, a fear trim. Manager Hayo. Na we are say, so dinokre. Yenny penny nani benny besonia woye. We are down yenny pe obeti binana swamanaka say we. But so we no than when you party chow. No tea de chowa. That's right. This way, baby, obeka we no. Want to was him da. Into baby amount. I for do baby experience kakra minya ye young make be a chiro. Best some one more share radio for Monfanko. Say MP no young or no son ye clear agent to whisker. Oh, Sika said, dear ya. The mamma ma ya ye didn't register my yet to abano. Yeah, 45,000. Muntin ye pa.
He was about to drop another bomb. We will follow up on the other issue. But for now, let's concentrate on the fact that he said that everybody in Ghana said he will be locked up with a new regime coming on. But the new regime is on. John Dramani Mahama and his people, over 1 year now, nobody has arrested him. And he's even daring journalists to take the message out. My brother, my sister, this is Kweku Agyeman Menu. born on September 6, 1955. He is not a young man. He's grown to a certain point. This guy here, he tested positive for COVID-19. At the time, it was all a very big mystery in Ghana. Listen attentively. And the news came out that he had tested positive. Instead of using it as an opportunity to dispel the fear, the unwanted fear about this disease, COVID-19, he denied and swore the Bible that he never had COVID-19. How can I get it? No. I protect myself. I wash my hands. I do this. My brother, my sister. Yet he was in the hospital dying. It took Vim Lady, a journalist, a colleague, to come out and say it. And he granted an interview to Vim Lady and denied all the allegations. Only for the president of the republic, Nana Addo Akufo, to come out a few days later to say that the man truly had COVID-19. So he is a man who hides behind the Bible and lies more than Satan. And we have seen them. The only difference between this guy and Ken Oforiatta is the fact that he doesn't wear white. The old men in our generation have disappointed us. In the past, you would have to look at the old man and learn from him. But these days, no. Arbitrary decisions, and they go about trying to defend the nonsense that they created. Well, having said this, the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, granted an interview. And the interview he granted was in response to what this man said, that after one whole year, he was still walking free and nothing happened to him because of the truth with which he served the nation in what he said in that day. Watch this.
The Sputnik V vaccine case involving Kweku Agyeman-Menu. I noticed that he's been in the news engaging in bluster and claiming that nobody has touched him. That is not true. He was arrested, he was interrogated, questioned, and cautioned. There are two dockets in respect of him: the Sputnik V vaccine case and then the COVID-19 frontier case. So in the next few weeks, the Attorney General will be taken to court and he will charge him.
Agyeman-Menu, former finance,
so they claim
former health minister.
They claim that he has not been charged is palpably false.
You say he was arrested?
He was arrested by NIB.
When?
Oh, that's a couple of months ago.
So this year, or talking about latter part of last year?
Latter part of last year, he was interrogated. He wrote a caution statement. The docket on him has been built, two of them, and then he will be taken to court very soon and charged with offenses relating to Sputnik V and then the COVID frontier.
As in what did the investigations establish that?
I think that there are cases of causing financial loss to the state and what have you, and things that he did that violated the procurement laws and what have you.
So this relates to causing financial loss to the state?
Violation of the procurement laws and several other charges that the Attorney General will be preferring against him. So it is not true that he has not been touched and he is working a free man. He is by no means a free man. Of course, until he is convicted, his liberty to be granted him. He can go wherever he wants, but he is being dealt with by the appropriate security agencies.
So now, he wasn't detained, were arrested.
Of course, you'll be there for some time. Once they are done with you, they will release you. In fact, I mean, it hardly occurs that even people standing trial are kept in custody, unless under exceptional circumstances.
Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. Now, before we came into the studio, I was at his ministry. And I decided to find out more about this issue. Run the dossier. My brother, my sister, was Agyeman-Menu arrested or not? March 2026, this month, this year. On the 10th of March 2026, Government Communications Minister Felix Kwakye Ofosu disclosed that Agyeman-Menu had been arrested and interrogated by the NIB. The Attorney General is expected to formally charge him in court in the coming weeks on 2 dockets, the Sputnik V case and the COVID-19 frontier case. Ajimamenu has previously maintained he acted in good faith due to the emergency of the pandemic and recently dismissed claims of intimidation, stating he's working freely and focused on his work. That should away. My brother, he was arrested about a year ago from when the John Dramani Mahama government came into power. And the NIB decided to interrogate him. And I can tell you on record that they have found, after investigations, so much rot during the tenure of this guy. In the coming days, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Zwarungu boy, Stamford lawyer, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene, and his deputy, Dr. Semsai, would be going to court on this man's case. And I am very excited. I have seen the docket. I have seen it in plain black and white. My brother, my sister, and it's heavy. It's heavier than the Encyclopedia Britannica. I am waiting patiently to see this guy dragged into jail where he supposedly belongs. After all this he has allegedly done to the people of Ghana, the lies he told us, blatant lies. An old man like this, lying like a little boy. My brother, my sister, he caused a heavy financial loss to the people of Ghana. He is one minister who has had the most controversies ever in the history of Ghana. Not even Kobo Edusei. And I am glad that the authorities listen to us. When we started talking about this, many were those who thought we were just bringing to bear some kind of witch hunt. But my brother, my sister, I am glad that accountability is here. I am glad that probity is here. I am glad that the ears of the nation are here. I am glad that everything is working out according to plan. To Kweku Ajimaye Menu, after you, bring him here. Come here. Kweku Ajimaye Menu, rest in jail. You have been a bad minister, a lying minister. You didn't look at your age. You lied like a toddler. Right now, the chickens are coming home to roost. After you, Richard Anani is coming for a haircut. That's if he has any hair left on his head. Or else, my brother, my sister, I leave it here. I leave it here. No tears for you, sir. You were a bad minister, the worst minister this country has ever had. And if I had my own way, Nana Addo would join you in there so that you continue making your jokes that are not funny in there. That's my way. Dash is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And thanks so much to the authorities. Thanks for listening to us. Thank you so much for bringing to bear accountability, probity, and justice. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power.
We and some who team course or channel so, Mammy and I was so jam read. That's an so bad, you know, Edia Dumbi Edomedia. Uriam, you be sign Asomo.